What's up, everybody? Got the 2016 Honda Pilot. Alright, just did the AC Black Death situation. This car had Black Death, and the system was fully contaminated with metal shavings, and all sorts of stuff happened. The factory compressor burned up inside of itself. I literally changed the compressor out off of Amazon. You can buy this one for like, it's not even like $100 and something for that compressor right there off Amazon. I went ahead and bought a new serpentine belt for like 40 bucks. This is the OEM compressor. It's internally messed up, which caused Black Death. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. There goes some of it right there. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Black Death quoted $6,000 from the dealer, and I did all this work in I spent 450 bucks total. Just did the labor myself. I'll try and explain it as best as possible. So I got a compressor, a belt. I'll put the links in the description and everything of what to get. So you only need 3 cans of this. So go to Napa Auto Parts. You can get 3 8-ounce cans of R1234YF, which is 24 ounces. 1.5 pounds is what this vehicle takes. You're gonna get you two cans of this air conditioning fast flush. Or you don't really need this. Just use I wouldn't even use this. This shit took forever to get out of the system. But you want to at least do acetone. What is that stuff called? Acetone. Yeah, use acetone. And buy you one of these off of eBay. Super cheap, man. I paid $19 for this one on eBay. And it comes with, basically you pour the acetone in this bottle, hook it up to an air source, inject it into the system. It came with a little air shooter, you know what I mean? So here, I'll show you everything that's going on now. Everything's holding steady. The pressures are holding good. All the cans are put in. These are empty. Took it all the way. Bought these gauges off of eBay. It's not even the right gauges because it doesn't have the negative degrees on them, but you want it to have the negative so you can see it go down. But these gauges are so damn cheap, but they good. They work. They did the job. All right. So it came with these fittings on it. Those are for R134. These are I ordered separately. So order the fittings, order the gauges, order the compressor, order the belt. Get you a acetone bottle. You can get a gallon from Home Depot for super cheap. You can get you this hose for $18. At Napa, these cans are only 28 bucks a pop. So that's cheap. For 8-ounce cans, you get 3 of them for, what is that? Not even $90, under 100 bucks. Usually they sell them for $100 a can for a 12-ounce, you know? So yeah, it's super expensive Freon, but let's check it out. Let's check out what we got going on. So I got a brand new belt in there. And a nice compressor, doing great. The compressor's running amazing. Let's see. There she goes. Alright, so here's what you got to do, man. You got to take this cover off. You got to take this off. I went in and put a new filter in it while I was all the way gutted out. Take this panel off. Make sure you just keep a hold of all your hardware and stuff. When you pop all these off like this, it comes off. You take that dust cover off, that off. You're going to take the brace off right here. There's like 7 to 8 bolts on that. Remove it. Pop these clips. Hang the brace over the fender onto the floor. You know what I mean? Alright, so the grill has like hella different spots on the grill. You got all these bolts, these clips, they come out. It's a pain in the ass, I know, to take this front part off, but you don't have to remove the bottom portion of the grill, just this portion where the chrome strip is, and then everything back. Everything in front down here, deep, you got to remove it. The headlights, you can just loosen them up. Loosen up the bolts for the headlights and leave the headlights on there. The headlights don't have to come off. Remove your negative power before you do anything, obviously. But yeah, once you get all that started, man, it's really not too bad, honestly. Better than spending $6,500 to the dealership. And then, yeah, my pressures are looking good. I let that pump run all night, man. So that pump ran for like, I would say 15 hours, man, honestly. This is the most amazing thing ever invented right here, man. It took out all the moisture out of the lines, man, and just worked out amazing. You just use the top one. If you get this exact pump, this pump was only like $100. So everything I just mentioned to you was under $500, and I got this whole system perfectly ready to rock and roll, you know? You hook up your yellow gauge here, your yellow connection, which is your refrigerant line, and then your low side, you can hook that up afterward. So before you start, you're gonna hook these up. I got the Freon just fully emptying out, but low side into the big line. That's your low side. This one right here, the big line, it's gonna go right there. And you're gonna turn the fitting down. You're gonna lock them in. High side, lock them in. Everything needs to be closed, not open. So like it needs to be like this, all the way down back. That's when it's gonna push that needle down. This is this is after you do the flush and everything. And I'm gonna show you a little bit how to do the flush and whatnot. All right, so hook this up, hook that red one up, the high side, open both valves and let it run for 15 hours. No one really wants to tell you shit online how to do anything about this, and it's not really rocket science, man. It's just, you're trying to save money out here, you know? So, yeah, man, it feels amazing in this car right now. Oh my God. Super, super fire, you know what I'm saying? All right, man, here we go. This is important. Just listen up. All right, so the condenser. I got a new condenser for $60. Literally $60 on eBay. All these parts I'll put in the description, but for $60 you get a condenser. That's awesome. You don't got to get OEM. That shit is stupid. You know what I mean? These new condensers are so amazing. I'll show you the old one, man. I got the old one still out here. Here go the old condenser right there. Oh, damn. Look at all those metal shavings in there. Wow. That's all from that system, man. See what I'm saying? That's that flush and everything that I took out. But yeah, here go the old condenser. You want to see how bad it really was? Watch this. Look at that. That's Black Death. Right there, man. Just like that. That's insanity. That was inside the condenser. Right here. That was right there inside the condenser. You just feel, look at that. That was all contaminated. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass to get this shit cleaned out. But man, I tell you, it's worth it. Once you get everything cleaned out, I'm gonna explain to you a little bit on what to do with the, hold on. Let me take this glove off. That's crazy, man. I'm gonna try and explain as best as possible how to flush this thing to you. If you got any questions, man, you can hit me up. You can even call me at 770-851-9609, man. I don't mind answering y'all's questions, man. I'm just trying to help people out as well, you know? These new Honda Pilots, they're really nice cars, but them engineers, man, they shouldn't have done this 1234YF bullshit. They're trying to help the ozone or whatnot, man. Come on, man. You got millions of cars out here. I don't know what's going on with it, but this 1234YF hasn't been successful at all. R134A was great. But, I mean, yeah, you're going to help the environment or whatnot, but it's okay. We're going to get it together. We got to live with what we got now. So, I got one can that was a little bit more expensive, only because I wanted that UV dye in there, you know? So, do not get a can with stop leak. You do not want stop leak. I'm going to say it one more time. You do not want stop leak in your system at all. Not for this new Freon. This Freon is very particular and delicate. So get these 3 cans And then don't forget, this is all left-hand setup. You know what I mean? So everything's set up left-handed. So like even the cans, they tighten on left-handed, and it's just different, you know. But it's cold now and it's working great. So all right, here we go. Once you get your condenser off, you leave that thing off. I removed this whole line. It's one big piece. And then there's one more line that connects to the compressor. That's to the compressor to condenser. And then this one's to condenser. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, so this big line is to the compressor. Then you got one more line on the condenser that goes to the compressor. So there's only 2 AC lines underneath this area right here. I went ahead and bought a thermal expansion valve. It goes right there, all right? This is the tricky part right there, all right? So you're gonna remove that horseshoe. Let me see if I can zoom in better. Yeah, you're gonna remove that horseshoe. And there's 2 10mm bolts on the outside, 1 12 in the middle. Remove that horseshoe. Once you remove that 12, you're gonna take off the line set. And then after you remove that line set, you're gonna see the thermal expansion valve. The TXV is gonna be sitting right behind that. There's 2. So here, man, you wanna know what was the hardest part of this whole damn job? It was like 7 hours. I couldn't get this stupid ass bolt out because I stripped it. So let me see, the size was right. It was a T25, man. This fucking thing right here. So look, here it goes. It's a T25. So make sure you got a brand new one or a good brand or something. Because I used this one. It's crashed me, but it stripped it. So either just figure it out. Don't strip that shit is what I gotta say. I had to tap it and drill it. There's 2 bolts inside of the TXV that sit like this. You know what I mean? Those 2 bolts got to come out. Let me see if I got the TXV still. Hang on. I think I still got the TXV here somewhere. I don't know if I threw it away or not. I might have thrown that shit in the trash, but yeah, man, that TXV's got to come out. Once you get that TXV out, you'll see the 2 lines to the evaporator. Right when you remove those 2 T25 bolts, the TXV comes out. Remove the TXV, get the TXV out of there, and then now you got 10mm bolt here. Remove this whole line, man, because you're gonna have it disconnected. You know, I broke that clip right there, but I made a beautiful little zip tie holder. Just drilled a couple holes in that shit and made it work. Cleaned up the motor while I was at it, man. Look at that thing. This thing's pretty as hell now. The dealer could kiss my ass. Stupid ass people, man. I swear. How can you pay $6,800, man? I don't even make $6,800 a month. What the hell are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? All right, now look. One more thing. Let me see if I can get up under here and show you something real quick. So underneath, look at that shit leaking, boy. That's perfect. That thing's working great. Condenser. Everything's working amazing. We got brand new condenser from eBay. Come on, man. eBay killing the game. Thank you, eBay people. I appreciate you so much. Always use new O-rings on these connections right here, man. It's so important to either grease up your connections with grease. Don't use that oil from the refrigerant, man. Just use grease or something, waterproof grease, man. And when those bolts are hard as hell to take off because they're in the worst fucking spot, just get you a little mini 10mm ratchet and it'll work great. But that's a brand new condenser in there. So here's what I did. All I did was I didn't remove the bumper or nothing. Everything stayed on there. So this panel comes off right there, and then it bolts into here. It got these clips and stuff. I put all new clips back in. And then I even did an oil change while I was at it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, definitely Remove those bottoms, then you'll have full access to that compressor. 4 bolts on the compressor. Remove the 4 bolts, take the plug off, take the fans out. The fans come out with just 2 bolts on the top. You got this wire that come out. You got an ambient temp sensor at the bottom. You got, what else is it? Let's see. Oh yeah, so see those two cross member bars right there? They're like strut braces. There's one right there, that one. You're gonna want to remove just that side. That side gonna come off, okay? Remove that side to get the compressor to come up this way. You remove this cover, remove this. I mean, yo, it's a big job, but come on, man. We got this, man. You could do it. If you need any help, hit me up. I got my number in the chat. I mean, just holler at me, man. I'll give you some help or advice if you need it. It's really not worth that $6,800 they were telling me or whatever, you know? When you can do all this in under $500 and get you tools to do the trade later down the road if it ever happens to any other one of your vehicles or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Good luck, man. Peace, y'all. Have a good one.